You know who it is. It's me, your board certified fantasy and all sports guru. And I got to apologize right now. I'm a little raspy in the voice. There's a little sexy guru going on right now. There's nothing
No,
I can do
it's
about
not.
it.
It's not a little sexy guru. Just
So
don't
it's
say
a
it.
little bit, my friend. A little bit.
Anyways,
Hey, what you sipping on, B?
just
Pedialyte? Wow.
healthy. We're not drinking this week. We're not drinking.
Really?
Right,
What's
Odie?
going on with you this week?
I'm just enjoying the defensive player of the month here in Niners Empire, Mr. Nick Bosa. Congratulations.
I guess you got to be happy about little things in life, man.
This is the
And by
guy
little
who's
things-
posting
and by
the
little
most
things, I mean
nonsense
Nick
stats
Bosa.
all day long on Facebook. Like the craze, like Mika Parsons is the first player in NFL history to be a Sagittarius, brown hair, and also with 2 sacks in the month of November. It's like, yeah, exactly.
I didn't want to bring it up, but since you did, Sagittarius, everybody knows what this Sunday is. The annual Guru birthday podcast for the weekend.
Oh God, I'm glad we're getting this out of the way now, so I don't have to be around.
By the way, we are the big announcement is coming up soon. Expect your boys right here to be going live soon.
What's the big announcement? I don't even know what the big announcement is. He's playing this hand pretty close to his chest.
We're coming very close to going live soon, my friend.
Ooh, does that mean you're taking the trip?
Yes, we found a new home. We're doing a test this week. If all goes well, starting Monday nights, we will be live once again.
So what you're saying is, when I do make my inaugural trip back east, there will be a bar, a place. It'll be like 12 Kings. It'll be like the good old days. All right.
Absolutely, my friend. We're back for the
I
kids.
just like to point out that, like, if you hadn't tuck-tailed and run back east and like basically abandoned the city because you couldn't handle it, we'd still be like, pandemic's over. We'd be doing like the live stuff.
Sorry. Hold up real quick. Couldn't handle what exactly?
People are talking. I mean, Ryan, Alistair, Uzi.
They're talking. What are they saying?
Yeah.
I'm right here. I'm outside.
I don't know. They're saying stuff about how you couldn't hack it in Vancouver, so you had to kind of come. I don't want to get going with that.
First of all, there's no
I
way
feel
I
bad,
can't
I can see
handle the
the look on your
city.
face. I can see the look on your face.
There's no way I can't handle the city that shuts down after 5 inches of snow. I mean, let's calm down. We have a word for that in Montreal. It's called Tuesday. But apparently in Vancouver,
I'm just saying,
$10 million later,
we would be doing the show like it's supposed to be done. Anyways, let's talk about the game tonight. Have you been watching?
Did you get caught in the snowstorm, sir?
What?
Did you get caught in the snowstorm?
No, I don't get caught in snowstorms. I don't run back east. I stay at home. I plant my flag, figure shit out.
Well, look who's here, our old friend Blade. Hi, Blade.
And is this
I bet he doesn't want to talk about the Steelers right now.
Blade of Pittsburgh Steelers fame? I think it is.
That's right. I'm positive he doesn't want to talk about them at all.
That was a solid victory on Monday night. Very impressed. Why do you have to hate on everybody? Why can't you support? Why can't you like? I thought Brothers Talk had that anti-bullying campaign, all that shit you're talking about. No.
To me, we actually do. The problem is people try to bully the guru. All right. I'm here to tell you, you can't bully the guru.
Your anti-bullying campaign means that you're just tired of people bullying you. Basically, that's what it is. It has nothing to do with like the kids, nothing to do with like the people who suffer every day in silence. It's you.
People aren't nice, and I try to be the nicest guru I can. Let's talk about the game, sir. Buffalo came out hot like they normally do these last couple of weeks, and then they just stall.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give credit to the Patriots defense. I was saying, I was cooking dinner. I wasn't focused 100% on the game, but it was on in the background. And from what I could see, I mean, end of the half there, forcing another turnover and taking the ball out of Josh Allen's hands. That's huge because, I mean, 17-7, the Bills are probably where they should be. But if they let the Patriots hang around and they don't snuff them out, I don't know. Stranger things have happened, right?
Well, that's just it. And you don't want to let them stay in the game because that's when trouble starts.
Exactly. And I mean, it's at Foxborough. So, I mean, yeah, Buffalo's getting the ball back. I think that's what I heard.
Yeah,
to
they
start
start
the
off
second
with it
half.
at the half.
So if they get the ball, they got to march on the field and fucking get something. You know what I mean? Even a field goal, make it 20-7. So we'll see if the Patriots defense can stiffen. Are you concerned as a Josh Allen owner? Are you concerned about how he's looking down the stretch?
No. Buffalo this year has been a second half team. I expect them to come out and do what they do in the second half. He's going to put up twice the numbers he's put up in the first half. He's going to do what and stay consistent with what he's done all year. He missed a 60-yarder to Diggs on the holding call, but I think there's going to be a lot more of that coming up in the next half.
That broke your heart a little bit, didn't you? You wanted that 60-yard touchdown to Diggs. You wanted that 60-yard touchdown to Diggs, didn't you?
Well, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? That's why I drafted them. But let's talk about the elephant in the room right now, because I know you're chomping at the bits to get to it. So I'm going to ask you the question. I want a straight up, as much as you can, goofy sidekick answer.
100%.
This time next week, are we going to be talking about Odell Beckham Jr. as a Dallas Cowboy, or a New York Giant, or a Buffalo Bill?
I don't think it's going to be a Giant. I think it's a 2-horse race. I think a lot of it's going to depend on what happens with the Dallas game this weekend and this game tonight. I think if Buffalo somehow loses this game, put Dallas in the driver's seat, and vice versa. If Buffalo wins and Dallas loses, I think the bottom line for Odell, the reason he's waited this long is he just wants to play for a contender. He wants to get a chance at another Super Bowl. Looking pretty smart leaving LA because they're not even going to make the playoffs. But here's the thing, too. Like, everyone's talking about the Giants, the Cowboys, and the Bills. Is there anyone else in the running? Do you think there's a dark horse in the mix that no one's talking about?
Yeah. And they're that crazy team out there in the cold in Kansas City. I think nobody's talking about them. But I think he might be a fit out there in Kansas City.
I think, but they went out and got Tony. And I think Tony represents that. Like, Kadarius is going to be that guy in the offense, no? You could be right. I mean, if you are looking to win another Super Bowl, Kansas City's probably the best place to go. Like, that team looks like a juggernaut right now. Complete honesty, I think the best fit, though, for the team-wise is Dallas. Like, Dallas could use –
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Say it again?
Dallas has a pathetic wide receiving core, and they need help. Did you hear that?
Are you talking about the number one overall offense in the National Football League? Because
you try to get all shifty. What was it? Yeah, okay, whatever. It might be a good fit. It might.
Why do you deny everything Dallas is? Because inside your heart lives hate.
I don't hate Dallas. I just don't know why I'm spending so much time talking about a team that's like third in their division. I talk about division leaders here on Niners Empire.
What's your record?
Doesn't matter
because they seem to have forgotten.
Number one team in the NFC West.
What does that even mean?
First. And again, it's an 18-week season, sir. So when it's all said and done and we meet you in the playoffs and knock you out again, what difference does it make what record it is? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, B. We just pep. That's what we do to you every year. You just better pray you don't get it. You don't want to play us in the playoffs. That's all I'll say.
First of all, can you please make the playoffs before you tell me what I want to play in the playoffs? You haven't made the playoffs yet.
Guru from 6 weeks ago, but now it's like, dude, how can you all right? You want to put your objective hat on? You want to give me a moment of honesty. Do you really think San Francisco is going to miss the playoffs?
Listen, I'm going to give you the real right now, and I'm not going to lie. I believe you guys are in a tight fight, and I believe if Seattle gets it together, you guys are going to be fighting to the end, and the one with the worst record is not making it in. There's a chance right now, if the Giants wake up a little bit, that the whole NFC East is going to be in the playoffs. So you add Minnesota to that. It leaves one more space, and you guys got to fight right now.
There's 2 teams in the NFC East that are going to make the playoffs. 2. Dallas and Philly. Washington's on a hot streak, but they're winning ugly. They're not going to be able to be one of those wild card teams. I'm sorry. One team's going to come out of the South. I mean, I'm not ready to write off Green Bay. I think that Green Bay, I think Aaron Rodgers has done this before where their team looks down and out. Minnesota's going to win that division, but I could see Green Bay pulling it together and weaseling themselves in as a wild card team. I think Seattle's earned the right to be in the conversation as a wild card team. So But it doesn't matter. San Francisco's going to fucking destroy any one of those teams. It's over. Like, come
Well,
on.
we got a lot of a lot of your girlfriends in the chats tonight. Tony's here asking about Herschel. That was a funny story. Kenny's here. A lot of Pittsburgh Steelers are here tonight, but none of them are talking football. They're all talking Cowgirls and 49ers. And I think that's because their team is gone. Obviously, they want to play the Billy role.
You said Tony? Was that one of the guys that was at your house for that party?
No, Tony was the one that Tony's the Raven who bothers us all the time.
Oh, okay.
Me and him had a debate, though. Me and him had a debate about the Ravens and Lamar Jackson. And let's really talk about this. Lamar Jackson's not looking really good right now.
He's struggling.
And apparently, there's a knee injury nobody's talking about, and they're not sure as to whether he's going to play this week.
He practiced in full today, so Lamar is scheduled to play, but he's nicked up. I don't think it's a knee. I think it's his quad. But who knows? It could be anything at this point of the year. They could be saying one thing and it's another.
And Tony's playing the role of Stephen A, saying two things. He's saying the Cowboys are going to lose like they do every year and win next year. And Blade just said Sanchez needs his own segment. And nobody needs to see that. Nobody.
Okay, that's not right. Blade, you're not the first person to make that comment in the last.
No, actually, he is.
No.
Actually,
Susie was 100% on board about me having a large segment. Alistair's always saying that I should have my. He thinks that he should be my producer, and we just need to kind of whatever. I defend you. I say Daryl brings a lot to this show. We can't just dismiss what he does. He has a nice black hoodie that he wears. It's really sharp. He's had the same burgundy chair in the background since 1974. Pretty sure.
Nothing wrong with that, my friend.
Nothing wrong with that. And then you got your poncho, that Cowgirls poncho that you like to, So again, he brings style, and he basically pays my bills because without this relationship and the amount of gambling losses that this man incurs, I might be out on the street.
It's going to be a bad month for that. It's going to be a really bad month for that.
Hey, what's 330 times 2, my man? Woo.
You know what? Blade, talking about my shiny bald head, it's sexy in some places of the planet. So you need to relax. And maybe next time you're down in Puerto Vallarta or wherever you go when you kidnap your family, go down there, get some more sun because you're beige.
Nothing wrong with beige.
Says the half-breed.
Speaking of
wow. Apparently they're calling me biased. So let's have an honest conversation right now about not being biased. I believe Odell Beckham Jr. is going to the Giants, and I'll tell you why.
Really? Well,
because I don't know if he really. I don't know. I think the Giants have more to offer him in terms of what he really wants, and what he wants is a long-term contract. I think the Cowboys may give him 2 years tops.
I'll make you a $50 bet that he does not go to the Giants.
I don't want to make that bet because I actually want him to end up with me. But what I'm saying is my feeling, if I have a feeling, we all have feelings. Feelings are real. In fact, get in touch with your feelings. Okay, Sanchez? And then maybe one day people will like you. Just get in touch with your feelings.
That's the difference between you and me. I don't care if people like me. Clearly after the stuff that I've said on the show.
Narcissism.
We haven't
been talking about that with a really good friend of mine. Hey, and she's not into narcissism. And you know, I work with one.
We haven't talked about Deshaun. Wait, you know what? Before we talk about Deshaun, you think that he's going to the Giants? He's had his pick of the litter this entire year. He's been waiting to pick the team. Why would he choose Danny Dimes over Josh Allen, Dak Prescott, possibly Pat Mahomes?
Because I think the spotlight's bigger on him out there.
He wants a quarterback, man. He wants someone who, like Stafford, for the first time in his career, he had a chucker, someone who could put the ball on him. And look what happened last year, right?
Well, keep this in mind. He was putting those numbers up with an aging.
He was putting okay numbers up. He could go again, we're talking about two different Odells right now. The Odell from 6 years ago is not the Odell that we have today. He's
of course not.
Player. He's not as dynamic, but. Say what you want about Dak Prescott. He's far superior to Danny Dimes. So I think.
Can you say that again? Slower this time?
Dak Prescott is better than Danny Dimes. That's not a huge statement. That's not a big
You,
leap.
you are growing. Number one, you're growing as a person and as a sidekick.
Okay.
You may get elevated if you keep going this way. If you don't mess it up and say something that you're always going to say and get put back in your place, right now there's a little bit of elevation going on inside you, and I like it. I like it. Cheers to growth. Cheers to growth.
See what I have
And you
to
know
do
what?
with there?
Stop
Odis,
drinking.
here. Odis,
Stop,
come
because
here.
maybe I just realized something. You're naturally an asshole, but when you stop drinking, less of it. Hey, what's up, Negro?
Hey, say hi.
How you doing, Blackie?
Hi, there it is. Can you show off your car? Go. Okay, now
Tony
here's a question.
Barksdale says 49ers will win to chip this. Dallas will choke as always.
Otis, do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Hey!
Whatever. Brainwash your child at an early age.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was an organic, honest.
By the
answer.
way, we have to give
Both
Tony
babes.
a bit of a shout out. His son is playing. Is just getting most likely, knock on everything, getting signed to a Division I school in the States this year. He's a mammoth basketball player, and I think the best part of my life is going to be when he makes it and writes his father off. And then Tony writes a book in about 10 years about how he got his son to be the success he never was, and his son walked away because he listened to
Why
Uncle
do you have to
Darryl.
like take something positive and do what you do? Like I don't like.
I'm here for him.
Okay.
Who do you
You know
think? Who? Wait a minute. Who do you think is the one that has to fix him after his son leaves? That I'm here. That's my job. I'll patch it up. I already had to patch up his brothers leaving him.
Okay.
I love you, T. I love you, Ham.
Oh,
I'm always going to be here for you, even when everybody else leaves.
the Bills are marching. The Bills are marching.
The Bills are marching. So let's get to the second half. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to join you after the game for a quick talk. But don't forget, mark it down in your calendars. This weekend, Guru birthday weekend celebration here at Brothers Talk.
What's the big number? What's the big number this week?
I can't remember. And a man never tells his age.
Is it
That's
on the
very
better
rude to
side?
ask.
The better side of 50, or are we on the back nine? I think it's 57 now, right?
We're going to join you after the game, kids. Enjoy the second half, and we'll get right back to you. Me and this rude guy. Enjoy the second half.
And we'll have some more insight from Otis because kid's on point.
Goodbye.